Hello and welcome back to Rogue Trader. We are on footfall and we have just been attacked. Well, our welcoming committee was just attacked probably. I don't imagine they were directly attacking us necessarily, but maybe they were. But yeah, we're here now, so we have to kind of figure out what we're doing. So I think it's going to be a matter of walking around and just seeing what's happening. Let's see what we got. So, our ship needs an inspection apparently, which I don't know if we've started that. Visit the Liege of Footfall. We got to visit Reverend Hieronymus for Argenta in order to get the ability to have her on our crew. And we have got to decrypt the discovered databank on the bridge, apparently. Oh, I guess we should do that at some point. Right, nothing on those, and then no contracts. Okay, so I think it's just a wander just to kind of start today. Just like choose a direction and go there. Open. We're going to go this way. Goods. Okay. What have we got? Leaflet. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. Okay, so that'll be these guys. Because it said ANV, which might be the Anver Thugs. Okay. Oh, hello, Opticon-22. Ooh, he's got a portrait. That's interesting. Not many people get portraits in this game. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly grey hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. I'm sorry, like, I have to look that up because that is an interesting word. Lugubriousness. The quality of being sad and serious. Oh. The context it gives you is the news was read with great lugubriousness. Or lugubriousness? Yeah, I guess that is it. Anyway, moving on. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon-22 and is fully authorized. It is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Initiating official greeting for esteemed high-value visitors. Glory, success to House von Valancius. The Meinhardt aria begins to flow from scratched vox attached to the tech priest chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation, Logistisar Theta. Pascal and Opticon-22 exchanged glances and a short series of Meinhardt signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon-22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. Alright, so Pascal outranks him. What is Logisticar Theta? Under the contractual obligation in question, 4.761 Terran cycles ago, the Explorator Cognizance fleet received from representatives / authorized units / of the von Valancius dynasty a volume of high-grade protheum equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. So 34 years ago we made a deal. Received it then didn't pay. Compensate. Remunerate. Settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizance fleet can be made to the von Valancius assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled, archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of payment reciprocal offering. You waited 30 years to pay up. Execution of payment / reciprocal offering is in accordance with the specifications of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognizant fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron, 14.905 Terran cycles after the initial transaction. Okay, so yeah, it reached them. I forgot what the initial number was. So initial number was 34, right? So it reached them basically 20 years ago. So and then they spent 20 years to pay. Oh, the asset allocation process concluded 2.66 Terran cycles later. Transportation of assets to the Furibunda system took 16.862 Terran cycles. Final delivery of assets to Footfall took 0.331 Terran cycles. Yeah, it just took them a while to get the money to actually be here. Or whatever we're getting. Clever. If you've been purchasing fuel for a squadron at the other end of the Imperium, you may never have had to pay at all. We would have turned to dust before you made it there and back. Ah, okay. You're saying my dynasty has extensive business dealings with you? This statement is true. The Cognizant's fleet concluded 1,292 contractual obligations of the von Valancius dynasty as represented, led, administered by the counterparty identified as Theodora von Valancius. The most substantial was Pact 8 Yule, in accordance with which Archmagos Cubus Delphum, data usher of the sevenfold hallowed workshop of the sacred worlds of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma to perform duties of and minister as its fabricator censor. The services of such a highly /enlightened /enhanced /authorized /servant were recompensated via the offering of /paid for with a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploratory vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiava Gamma facilities. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizant's fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. What payment can I expect? Universal mobile orbital deployment extractiums, Astra Arator processing complexes, in the quantity stipulated in the contractual obligation. Each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance liturgies and has been assessed for conformance to the sacred standard template construct. Great creations of the Omnissiah, blessed be his beneficence, which has been bestowed upon these complexes industrial might and a full cycle of reproduction and life support. I confirm I'm willing to accept the payment? The request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded onto the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation Logisticar Theta is concluded. The Cognizant's fleet thanks House von Valancius for its cooperation. So we got 2 of these. What are these? I don't know. The description is not very good. Okay. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in / considers expeditious / cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the von Valancius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizant's fleet will be glad / alternative unavailable / to accept any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items. Reminder, storage, study, and disposal of the aforementioned objects, and with the exception of 3 miscellaneous items, is the preferred right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay. The Explorator fleet will also accept information about planets in the Koronus Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Okay. And they also basically just said there, we want, you know, all your tech first, which is why they give us 500 for tech instead of, like, you know, the 25 or whatever they give us for miscellaneous. Okay. Why do you want information about planets? Omnifaceted study of the Koronus Expanse is the sacred mission / operational objective / of the Cognizant's fleet. Information about planets and star systems of the Koronus Expanse will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration / mission. This process increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. Why are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizant's fleet finds it reasonable to believes that the forbidden knowledge in the hands of laity causes destruction and violates that which goes against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind and will unleashes xenoheresy, which consumes the laity whole. An example that demonstrates the outline pattern: a void station in the system of Lagrine's Belt. According to data available to the Cognizant's fleet, the heretics on the station have trade relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. I have some questions. Information assistance will be provided. Okay, so we're hearing rumors there. We'll have a look at what we've learned afterwards. Opticon-22, that's a strange name. The designation Opticon is an identifier with / an industrious history / a significant number of archive references and is used by many explorators in the Cognizance fleet. The extension 22 is a custom addition made by the current unit designed to heighten the unit's unique personality. What's the Cognizance fleet? The Cognizance fleet is an explorator fleet formed / produced by the Adeptus Mechanicus for the purpose of surveying / of optionally conquering the Koronus Expanse. The fleet's core squadron is located in data classified, while auxiliary echelons and autonomous void vessels are operating throughout the entirety of the Koronus Expanse. May the Omnisize favor be with my tech comrades. Pascal reverently touches the explorator insignia on his robe. You're an explorator, then why are you here instead of exploring faraway systems? This unit functioned as a senior planetary scout for the duration of data classified procedural cycles. It was distinguished with 3 promotions by 1 grade, the right to a Tier 2 Sacred Augmentation, a notation in the fleet-wide archive as a valuable unit. After a reconnaissance mission in the Koronus system, this unit was promoted to the rank of Logis and transferred to Footfall in order to perform the functions appropriate for its current status. There's something close to wistfulness in Opticon-22's otherwise emotionless voice. My archive contains data on the reconnaissance of the Koronus system and the associated special circumstances. I express my respect for a veteran and an adherent of the fleet. Valid assessment. The Koronus system was a great test of faith / an assessment of this unit's durability threshold / an act of destructive xenocide. So what happened? Pascal and Opticon-22 turn to you and snap in unison. Data classified. What are you doing on Footfall? This unit performs residential representation, maintenance of bureaucratic machine for the purposes of ratification of insulating boundaries, management of the Kappa thread supply line, compilation of the astrographic reconnaissance data. Abelard lets out a long and heavy sigh. There was once a tech acolyte in Lady Theodora's retinue who knew the unique language of the esteemed tech priests. I only began to realize the true value of his abilities after he'd been devoured by a xenobeast on some nondescript world. Pascal, do these words have a translation? A hiss of static resembling a sigh comes out of Pascal's vox. Opticon-22's functions can be conveyed through flesh speak as functioning as the fleet's diplomatic mission, overseeing shipments, ensuring that the laity does not encroach upon the explorator's sphere of interest, and collecting data on star systems. Why are you here and not, say, at the Liege's palace? Prolonged communication with laypeople of high social standing causes this unit vexation / desire for forceful cessation of vital functions / grief / decline in motivation / righteous fury / willingness to initiate purity protocol. Remaining in an area of repair and maintenance of sacred machines is beneficial to this unit's cognitive functions. This statement is true. The behavioral dynamics of typical lay groups are frequently devoid of logical patterns and are taxing to analyze. I want to make a trade deal. Hey! And there's a whole bunch of stuff we can get for free because we happen to just be at level 0. So I'll get all your medikits, all your stims. I love that we can get the machine right sets because these are things that we can sell. Okay. Wait, are these actually... Wait, is that what I think it is? Or are these... Oh, no, these are the ones that you can use on... Never mind, I got the things wrong. These are the ones that we can use to get ourselves a second check on technology ones. In a bonus to persuasion. Target designator. When the wearer hits an enemy with a dead-eye shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by 1, but applies one exploit until the end of combat. Stacks up to 3 times. That's kind of cool. Okay. Is there anything else we want here? I mean, our profit factor is so low. Yeah, we can't afford anything. Our profit factor is way too low. But also, look how far down this goes. Okay, this is insane. So this is stuff that we're going to be getting, like, for a long time. So these are going to be people we're going to be interacting with, like, constantly. Okay, cool. Deadeye shot would be either Adira or us. The nearest enemy immediately gains 1 exploit when they kill a target using a Deadeye shot. Yeah, so this is a straight upgrade, I think. Because this is just, we only need to hit, and then it does 1. Yeah. I think,
that is not
oh,
my
wait a
destiny.
second. This is a ring. Oh. In which case, give us that. Yeah, never mind. I thought that was a headpiece, but no, if it's a ring, 100%, give it to us. That's fine. And then persuasion. You're a persuasion person, right? You are indeed. Do you have any hand stuff? You do. I think this is more valuable than your hand stuff. Wait, this isn't your persuasion one. Wait, we're... I'm sure it said it gives a bonus to persuasion. Am I crazy? I might be. Wait. Newest to oldest. No, that's not what these do. These are deflection gloves. Okay, I'm sure it said persuasion, but I must have been reading the other one. These gloves allow the wearer to parry melee attacks with a ranged weapon using ballistic skill instead of weapon skill. I mean, this would be for Argenta, probably then. Although, yeah, run and gun is nice as well. Anyone not using any good ones? +3 bonus to tech use. Your ballistic skill is worse than your weapon skill, though. Yeah, so this doesn't matter for any... Oh, I guess we have the noble silk gloves on. Oh, I was reading the wrong one. I understand. Yes. So these would actually be much better on you. In fact, yeah, these would be better swapped around. So let's take these off. Oh, it's kept them sort. The sort is kept. I did not realize that. Oh, okay. I thought when you would put something into the sort, it would then become unsorted again. But no. Okay, and then we can do that. So now when we deal damage, we lower the target's stats. That seems better. Okay, cool. Well, good first person to speak to, I think. Let's have a little look here at this. So servitors, bunch of other people. I know that bird. The local Adaptus Mechanicus use it to get around. Their boats are easy to tell apart from all the pirates, smugglers, and other scum. Okay, I assume that Pascal's going to speak after this. Nope. Okay. Oh. You dead? He is dead. Enforcer Light Carapace. Okay. Let's have a look at the carapace. So, it's better armored than some of the armor we've been using. Oh, also I assume that these dodge values at the bottom will change because we're in a different chapter. So it'll say like, the average in this chapter is this. Now, or like whatever it is now. Kind of cool. So these have world bonuses on them, which is why I'm not like immediately jumping to change them. Yeah, this one gives us a world bonus of agility, which is quite nice to have, I suppose. He would lose the logic % armor. Yeah, so we don't want that. So then you actually do want this. Yes. Cool. That's fine. Oh, and we can put the old one in cargo. I need to keep remembering to add things to cargo when I'm like sure we're done with them. This flamer could probably go to cargo as well. Like we can get another one. I mean, this heavy bolter might as well go to cargo, but yeah, if it's like the only version of something we've ever seen, I'm gonna keep it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like, we can probably get rid of that. Or if it's just worse. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep the rest of this. Oh, this can probably go as well. Actually, did it have something else on it? Maybe that's fine. Okay, well, we'll leave it for now. Right. Quick save. Moving on. Oh, more goods. Or dead bodies, more precisely.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I do love how they call them trophies, even if we're just like picking them up off of just random dead people. This one's a code that you can get from somewhere. I can't remember where you get it from, but I know that you can get it because that was in the alpha. Ragman. Wait, do you sell things? Not to me. Okay. He looked like he was going to sell things to us, but I guess not. Right. Oh. Alpha Row, the best stock on Footfall. It is clean, well-equipped, and caters to a higher class of traveller. By local standards, that is. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
Let's grab these goods. That's a Dira. A very polite way of saying a filthy hole that's slightly less filthy than the rest, Seneschal. Okay. Internal report. I'm writing to inform you that 2 days ago, the discharge was interrupted by a raid launched by Anvar's gang. In the attack, 3 loader servitors were put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container, serial number FVDA116165, was stolen along with its contents. Interesting. Oh, I was going to look at these as well, now that we're here. So study 10 planets. We've done 4, but if we do more, then we can get a bonus with them. I assume like some rep. Hotbed of Xenoheresy. A marauded void station in Lagran's Belt, according to numerous testimonies, is serving as the base of a band of pirates who aren't above doing deals with Xenos. Okay. Don't know if that's at all relevant to us right now, but that's fine. Down here. Just want to check where we're at here. It's fine. Right. Hello. Did you say something? He says to us, so we must be nothing to do there. Commerce check.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Ooh, okay. Oh, whoa, 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 over here. Grab these. Ooh, a cloak. The wearer and their allies is immune to damage from the wearer's grenades. That's useful. We don't really use grenades right now, but when we do, that'll be very useful.
My house would be proud of me.
The container is marked foodstuffs, but it's empty and by looks of it has not been moved in a while. I'm also just going to open that so we can see what checks are.
I always keep my options open.
Leaflet. Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drag them out of their beds, carve open their bodies like carcasses at a slaughterhouse. The Imperial Navy, Kaspelika, Chorda, Von Valancius, their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow we'll erase them from memory. Go and seize power, as much of it as you can carry. Okay, so they were definitely after us.
Always keep your eye on
when
the
they
prize.
attacked, I would assume, even though we arrived incognito in theory. The bureaucrats. Okay. More stuff here, just random people who I don't think have anything to say to us. Don't distract me. Yeah, that's fair. It's just doing his job. Right, we'll head through the center. This is just looking for perception checks here. Not really doing anything else other than just saying, do we have a perception check to get? We go up to this area? Can. Yeah. Nothing's there though. It doesn't look like you can get up to the next area. Just having a look. No, and there's nothing up there even if we could get there. Right. Down this way. Grab what remains off the thugs.
Get left in the dust.
Oh. The servitor is that citizen's father? Oh no.
I've read about this.
Okay, the container is labeled Destination Janus. It is covered in dust. It must have been spent a long time at the docks. Okay. Interesting. Some goods over here that we can grab. Right.
Let us not dawdle.
What's this? Walls of the container have rusted and its contents rotted away, a situation that is not uncommon for shipments trying to pass through Imperial customs. Okay, that's yet another leaflet of the same kind. That's fine. Right, so we'll make our way along here.
Is there money to be made?
Anything in the corner? Don't see it. Anything over here? What's this? Life of St. Drusus, Volume 3.
Just as I planned.
A small altar, a central spot has been given to Drusus, a saint from neighboring Calixus system, who is widely revered in the Koronus Expanse. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
Head over this way. Right. And then into this side. Commerce check.
As it should be.
At first glance, these look like standard containers, but their frames have been reinforced and their sealing improved to keep the smell in. These are used to transport contraband. Shocking. What's this? Ooh. 1. The Holy Book by the altar. 2. That void damned customs guy. Is he always on duty? Does he have any time off? Does he ever leave for a piss? Is he a servitor or something? 3, guess what? Hanger by the window, remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. I think that's the clue to opening the thing over at the other side. The corpse looks horrifying. The victim was thoroughly beaten before being shoved into the crack between the boxes. One of the hands is clutching blood-stained paper. Okay. Quiet whirring coming from them. Let's go in here. See if we can find anything else here. Okay. This is where we can rest away from the irksome rabble, apparently. Finest wines from Janus. Okay. Head over here. Hangar A1.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay, and then the rest of that's cleared. Yeah, apart from this right here. So, what was the clues again? So the clues. Holy Book by the altar, that damn Void Customs guy. Guess what? Hanger by the window. So the Holy Book by the altar.
Let us not dawdle.
So the Holy Book by the altar over here was this one, right? So that's 3. So it's 3. The first number is 3. Followed up by damn Void's custom guy, is he always on duty? Is that Opticon-22 over here? Could be 22. I don't think he is necessarily, but it could be.
Have a backup plan.
Or Void Customs guys up here. Are you talking about these guys? Both of which are 5. So we could go with 5, maybe. 5 or 2-2. That's fine. So 3, 5, or 22. 3, guess what? 4, hanger by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. Hanger by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor. Is that A1 over here? That lets you bow to... There's the Emperor. Hanger is A1. Yeah, so it's 1. So it's 3, 5...
Keep your wits about
3,
you.
maybe that's what it means by guess what? 3, 5, 3, 1. There is no 2, so it's definitely not going to be Opticon-22, so that has to be 5. So 3, 5, 2, 1. Sorry. 3, 5, 3, 1. I'm going to try it. Let's go. Oh, 4, 1. Because it's the only number left. Cool. And then we can grab that. Right. That's fine. These boots grant their wearer 3% dodge until the end of combat for each psi power they use. Stacks. Okay, nobody can use that currently. We just leveled up. Wow. These goggles grant the wearer a +5 bonus to lower Xenos. They also grant 10% hitting chance against Xenos. Okay. I mean, I would love to wear them, but our current goggles give us 3 logic. Okay, yeah, I could probably wear them, couldn't I? Yeah. That is very stupid. I love it. Okay, and then psi ones, I guess, would be good for you if you have nothing on. You do have nothing on, so I guess you can have them. It's fine. And then we leveled up. Just crazy. Right. Also, I may seem like a genius for working out the puzzle immediately, or not. But I did know the puzzle existed, which was an advantage, because it's the same as it was in the alpha. So, knew it existed, knew roughly how the clues were given. I just needed to rework out what the clues were. But yeah, I think from the alpha we played like maybe an hour or something of this, maybe a couple of hours, but we didn't really do anything. We mostly got lost. Right, so here, for 1 round, all enemies in the area, for one of our areas, are forced to re-roll successful dodge and parry tests. Any enemy that suffers damage are left with less than 2 times the Grand Strategist's int bonus plus fell bonus. Oh, that's what it means by int bonus plus fell bonus. So yes, it would have made sense to have 2 Grand Strategists if you wanted to split them, but that's fine. So for us it would be 5 plus 4, so 9, and then it's 2 times So I'm assuming it's 2 times the int bonus, then plus the fell bonus. So that'd be 10 plus 4, so 14, because it does... Oh no, it does have brackets around it, never mind. So that would be 9. So it's going to be if they have less than 18 wounds, they immediately die. And they do have to suffer damage, but still. That's cool. Overwhelming Stratagem. Chooses 1 combat tactics area. For 1 round, all attacks by allies in that area inflict an overwhelmed effect on any enemy that fails a willpower resistance test. Creature suffers -5 plus 2 times the Grand Strategist int bonus plus fell bonus. So 18, 23 ballistic skill. So they lose 23 ballistic skill, 25 rate of fire, and 14 weapon skill. Additionally, melee creatures have their MP reduced by 3. Ranged creatures try to get behind cover. A creature counts as a melee creature if it has at least 1 melee weapon, and this additional effect does not work on some stronger enemies. Cool. Stronghold Stratagem. We choose 1 combat tactics area. For 1 round, allies in that area gain 3 plus Grand Strategist's int plus fell bonus divided by 2. So that would be... Well, it would be 4 because it rounds down. So 7% armor. Cannot be overpenetrated. Gain immunity to the prone effect and gain Grand Strategist int bonus plus fell bonus divided by 4. 2. Deflection against area attacks. They do not suffer injuries from receiving damage as well. Okay, Blitz. For 1 round, all allies within the range of the Grand Strategist int plus fell bonus, which is 9, cells gain the ability to move to that area. This movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity and does not spend MP. The Grand Strategist chooses 1 combat tactics area. For 1 round, the targeted area's bonuses are doubled. All other tactical areas are discharged and cannot be used this turn, but can be designated again next round. Or Trenchline Stratagem. For 1 round, all allies in this area gain 14% cover efficiency and reroll all failed characteristics tests. Additionally, cover in that area does not suffer any damage. Okay. I think that this one makes sense. The Overwhelmed Stratagem. I think that makes sense to me. Let's take it. Okay. Abelard. You get 1 of these and you get a common talent. Defensive Stance. So this is 2 AP. I should pay attention to the AP cost in these as well. Gains 10 plus 2 times the number of unyielding beacon stacks, which we get from how? Each attack against the Vanguard increases that. Okay, that's fine. So 10 plus 2 times the number of unyielding beacon stacks % parry until the next turn. Whenever the Vanguard parries an enemy attack, they immediately make an attack of opportunity with -20 penalty to weapon skill. That's cool. Wall of Rockcrete. Vanguard and all their allies within a 3-cell radius gain temporary wounds. We don't tend to have anyone else next to them. Bulwark. Until the start of their next turn, the Vanguard gains damage deflection against ranged attacks equal to the number of stacks of unyielding beacon on the Vanguard. Additionally, the Vanguard becomes immune to push and forced movement effects until the next turn. That's incredible. That's insane. Let me just double check that I got what unyielding beacon is. Each stack up to a maximum of 15. Okay. Yeah, that seems incredible. Okay, I'm on the incredible side for Bulwark. Provocation forces an enemy in their melee range to immediately attack the Vanguard. All of the Vanguard's allies who are wielding melee weapons and adjacent make an attack of opportunity. Not what we're doing currently. Choose an ally. All enemies in a 3-cell radius around this ally must make a willpower resistance test. On a failed test, the Vanguard becomes their primary target. Follow my lead. Until the start of their next turn, the Vanguard gains fell bonus damage and armor penetration. Additionally, when the ability is cast, all allies in a 2-cell radius gain the following ability. No, I'm going to take Bulwark. That seems good. And then we get to take a common talent. Okay. We could do No Heresy. I guess would be cool, but I don't know if we need that. No other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character. The first use of ability from this archetype in combat costs less AP. That's cool. We increase our resolve, but it's a fellowship thing. I do like the wearing of power armor, however we haven't seen any power armor, so it's kind of like a worthless skill to take until we see it. We tend to level up very quickly anyway, so it's not like it's a huge, you know, it's not like it's a huge problem currently. Might be in the future, but right now, like, not something we need. I think Combat Master is probably pretty good. I know we can get some of that with Brace for Impact, but I think that Combat Master is better for us right now, because we tend to leave him on his own. So he can't be ganged up on melee, and he's going to be pretty immune to ranged. He's going to be a very good tank for us, basically, is what we're getting at here. Idira! You get one ability, so you are an bounty hunter. So cut the bold. Okay, the bounty hunter's next attack this turn will have the additional effects. Deal additional ballistic skill damage. Enemy's armor will be reduced by 3 times the target's difficulty tier percent against all the bounty hunter's attacks. If the enemy's armor against this attack is below 20%, the enemy's dodge is also decreased by 3 times the target's difficulty tier against all the bounty hunter's attacks until the end of combat. The bounty hunter's next attack this turn deals additional ballistic skill bonus plus the greater of perception or int, which is perception, damage, so that would be 8 damage. Prey. If the target of this attack is marked as prey, the armor and dodge reduction granted by Call the Bold also work for the attacks of the bounty hunter's allies. Okay. Claim the bounty. The bounty hunter makes a free single attack with a selected weapon. That attack always hits, does not end the bounty hunter's movement, but deals just the 4 times the bounty hunter's ballistic bonus plus perception bonus percent of the usual damage. So it does 4 times 8. So it does... I don't know why I'm struggling in my head, but that is fine because the answer is 32% of the usual damage. So basically it does a third damage. Okay. After the third enemy killed by Claim the Bounty, the bounty hunter recovers +1 charge of Hunt Down the Prey. If Claim the Bounty kills a target marked as prey, the bounty hunter receives 2 AP. Okay, that seems like that'd be really useful, but like not right now. Like maybe when our stats are a little higher. Next attack during this turn will have 100% over penetration and 2 times perception bonus percent armor penetration. If they're prey, the next attack that hits a target marked as prey is always a critical hit. That's cool. Until the bounty hunter's next turn, whenever an ally attacks a target marked as prey, this attack deals plus bounty hunter's perception bonus percent additional damage and gains half of the bounty hunter's current bonus to critical chance and critical damage granted by Hunt Down the Prey. Okay. That's cool. Hot on the trail. Designate an enemy as trailed and finishes the turn. Trailed. All allies gain 7% hit chance against the trailed enemy. 15% if the difficulty tier is more than equal to 5. If an ally kills the trailed enemy, the bounty hunter gains additional turn after the ally's turn with all AP and MP returned. The bounty hunter gains additional 2 plus the target's difficulty tier divided by 2 MP. The cooldown of Hot on the Trail is reset. If it's used for a third time during combat, the bounty hunter recovers 1 charge of Hunt Down the Prey. Then Ensnare the Prey. We set a trap on a free cell in a 10 cell radius around them. Any enemy entering a 2 cell radius around that trap activates the trap. Each enemy in a 2 cell radius around the trap suffers 2 times greater of bounty hunter's perception or int, which will be 5 in this case. So 10 direct damage and must pass an agility resistance test with a -2. So -10 penalty or become immobilized by the enemy's next until the enemy's next turn. And then the bounty hunter gains agi bonus MP at the beginning of their next turn. A target marked as prey is always immobilized until their next turn. Or we can go into psychic powers and get some bonuses with that. But we need psi rating 2 to get a lot of our stuff that we wanted on this. I'm gonna take Piercing Shot because I'm always of the opinion, well, I don't know, Piercing Shot and Call the Bold are both good, but I'm always of the opinion that if something's if you can understand how to use an ability, it's better, right? And piercing shot is very simple for when you use it. Is the enemy prey? Yes, use piercing shot. I mean, claim the bounty is also interesting for the single free attack. I do actually like the free attack off of that. But I'm assuming that we can get another ability at some point. Yeah, it looks like we can get an ability here, although we're probably going to take... I'm just looking at this. So we get Psi rating 2 at level 20, right? Yeah. Well, go back to here for a second. Yeah, so at level 20. So this is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the next ability we take is going to be Psi rating related. So then we wouldn't get it until here at the earliest. And if we want to take another psychic ability, we would also not take it there either. You know what? If I'm going to take it, I have to take it now, I think, actually. Claim the bounty. I think piercing shot is really good as well, because it's like a free crit. It's very easy to see where you would use it. I want to hit an enemy, that enemy has armor, and I want it to crit. This one, on the other hand, I think is going to be really good at scaling throughout the game, because as we increase the bonuses that we have, like the perception and the ballistic skill bonuses, that's going to allow us to do more and more damage, and it's a free attack. It doesn't, like, stop you from doing anything else, which I think is very good. And if we can kill a target marked as prey, we then get more AP, so yeah, I think that's very, very good for us. Okay, let's do that. Wait, no, that's us at 17, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, so we would get the Psi rating here. It doesn't matter, we would have got it here or here, so it, whatever. But that's fine. Okay, cool. Same difference. Archmilitant. Devastating attack. The Archmilitant's next attack, if it hits, will cause the targets to make a toughness resistance test with a -2 times the Archmilitant's ballistic skill bonus or weapon skill bonus, whichever is higher, penalty. If failed, the targets will suffer a negative effect based on the attack's damage type. So it's going to be piercing, I think. Bleeding and slowed. Okay, power swords and power axes count as both energy types. Okay. Attacks that combine several types of damage will benefit from each additional effect. That's kind of cool. Reckless Rush. No, I don't think we need that. Wildfire. So that's just giving you extra movement, basically. And it doubles your versatility for 1 turn, but I don't think that's what we want. The Archmilitant's next attack will cause 0 AP, will not count towards the attack limit this turn, and will grant a stack of versatility even if the attack type is the same as the last attack. The cost of this ability is reduced by 1 for every 4 stacks of versatility. That's really good. We can get versatility stacks so quickly. I like that one. The Archmilitant gains the cautious approach effect until the end of combat, or until this ability is used again, or until using confident approach. Instead of the usual bonuses from versatility, the Archmilitant gains dodge and parry for every stack. If they have 4 more stacks of versatility, the Archmilitant removes all slowed, blinded, bleeding, burning, and toxin effects from themselves, becomes immune to these effects, as well as stun and prone for as long as the Archmilitant keeps the cautious approach effect active. Very cool, but I don't think we need it. So it's confident. Instead of the usual bonuses, you gain dodge reduction, parry reduction, restores 5% of enemy cover for every attack. All of the Archmilitant's attacks score critical hits, but the Archmilitant's critical damage for those attacks is modified by 50 minus critical hit chance divided by 2. If the Archmilitant has 4 more stacks of versatility, the attacks always deal maximum damage as long as the Archmilitant keeps the confident approach effect active. Then kick is a melee kick attack that allows you to knock people back. I think Wildfire is really, really cool for us if we can get that going, right? Like, if we can get a ton of stacks of versatility, this will just scale and scale and scale and scale. So I'm happy with that. You, Pascal. So you're our assassin. Death Whisper. The assassin makes an attack that does not count towards the limit of attacks per turn, does not block the assassin's movement, but only deals 25% base damage. If the attack is successful, the target suffers the hemorrhage effect. At the beginning of the target's turn, they will suffer lethality divided by 10. What's lethality? It's equal to dodge or dodge reduction, whichever is higher. Alright, divided by 10 rending damage that ignores armor and deflection. So those, yeah, those are garbage for us. Okay. Elusive Shadow. For 1 round, becomes the lowest priority target for enemy attacks and gains the elusive effect. Gains agi bonus stuff to dodge and dodge reduction. Attacks deal 10% additional damage. All half cover provides 50% cover efficiency. Poised to Strike. Assassin makes an enemy suffer 2 times the assassin's agi bonus percent armor and minus percent a greater of perception or intelligence, which is 5, minus 1 deflection until the end of the assassin's next turn. If there's only one enemy adjacent to them, the assassin also gains dodge. If there are no enemies adjacent, gain dodge reduction. Okay. Dance Macabre. Dashes in a straight line for 1 plus agi bonus divided by 2. So 2 cells suffering minus assassin's weapon skill bonus less damage from attacks of opportunity and gaining. This is all agi stuff at the top. If the assassin hasn't dashed through any enemies, at the end of the turn they gain 2 times the greater perception and int bonus percentage cover efficiency to their cover. Alright, Killing Edge. The assassin attacks and grants 40% dodge to the target for this attack. Okay, if this attack hits, it deals an additional lethality divided by 7 rounded down damage. Okay, so like 3. If this attack hits an opening, the additional damage is increased by lethality percent, 3%. It's not 3%. Lethality is... It'll be 40%. Okay. Or 41%, sorry. Fainting Attack. The assassin's next single target attack will have minus 50% armor penetration penalty with a minimum of 0% armor penetration and plus 10 lethality. It's a melee attack, its target rotates 180 degrees. The enemy's dodge and parry against the assassin's attack is reduced or is equal to 0 until the start of the enemy's turn. If it's a ranged attack, the target is forced to move to the closest cell in a 3-cell radius with no adjacent cover facing the assassin. Okay, so this would allow us to hit the back of the person. So we hit them, they turn around, and then we could hit them again. Okay. That makes sense. I kind of feel like this is fine, even if lethality is a god-awful stat for us. Yeah, I'm feeling like his assassin abilities are not going to be the best things for him to do on most turns. We'll see. I do like the ability to have like a little extra movement. Oh, after the first use, the assassin can use this ability again for free. Oh, okay. I mean, it gives us a little extra movement on him, which is kind of cool. I like the spinning around one, because we know that when you hit them with a... Like, when you hit their weakness, or opening, when you hit an opening, the opening moves to the opposite side of the person, so if you turn them around, the opening will be facing you again. So that's good. Okay. I think I might take this. So, yeah, this gives us the ability to dash up. It gives us cover efficiency if we can make it to cover, and that cover efficiency is going to be based off of our intelligence. Yeah, and then it gives us some free movement as well afterwards. Okay, so you're a master tactician, but you also have a bunch of things down here. So why can I not take these? Oh, you just need the previous one. Okay, cool. Inspire. Target gains 1 damage and 1 additional damage for every 10 stacks of tactical advantage the Master Tactician has, but the Master Tactician loses half of their stacks of tactical advantage rounded up. This affects stacks and lasts until the end of combat. Oh, okay. If the target uses a heroic act before the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn, they regain 25 momentum. Linchpin. The target ally or the Master Tactician gains 1 resolve for every 5 stacks of tactical advantage the Master Tactician has, but the Master Tactician loses half their stacks of tactical advantage rounded up. This affects stacks and lasts until the end of combat. Until the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn, the Master Tactician gains stacks of tactical advantage equal to 20 plus 3 times Master Tactician's fell bonus. So, that would be 38 right now % of all momentum the target gains, instead of the usual 20%. The target gains 2 temporary wounds and 1 additional temporary wound for every 2 stacks of tactical advantage, but you lose half the stacks. Until the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn, whenever the target loses temporary wounds from damage, the target gains momentum equal to the number of temporary wounds lost. Okay. Master Tactician marks an enemy. If the enemy is killed by one of the Master Tactician's allies before the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn, the ally gains 10 plus 2 times the ally's resolve momentum and plus 5 to all characteristics until the end of combat. Fervor. The Master Tactician suffers direct damage equal to 20% of their maximum wounds, gains the Master Tactician's resolve stacks of tactical advantage, and resets the cooldown of Linchpin, Inspire, and Strong Point. Until the end of the Master Tactician's turn, these abilities can only target the Master Tactician themselves. Finish the job. Can only be used on enemies for the unfinished business effect. Okay, I don't know what that effect is. This effect is applied to enemies which were attacked by the Master Tactician's allies but not the Master Tactician. Oh, and have less than 50% of the maximum wounds available. Master Tactician immediately strikes the target with a single shot or strike. Does not count towards the attacks per turn, dealing half of the weapon's maximum damage and dealing additional ballistic skill damage. So I think we want one of these probably. I think Inspire seems really good for additional damage. Yeah, and you get stacks of... Can I see tactical advantage stacks? I think tactical advantage is, from what I was saying here, 20% of all momentum gained. So getting to 10 should not be difficult. And it stacks, right? So we could effectively just chuck this all on Argenta, for instance. She keeps getting more and more damage, like let's say 2 damage every turn. I think that's pretty good. Now we could take some Navigator stuff, but I think that that's gonna be very good. I might be wrong. Okay, cool. Well, there's our level up. Have we finished this area? I think that we have.
Rise to the top.
I think that's everything in this area for us, which is pretty good. So, I believe it's time for us to move to the rest of Footfall, but it's also time for us to end the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.